Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. We're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome and amazing ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Race Bible. Welcome to the show, Race.
Hey Josh, how are you?
Good, how are you? Let's talk about how your racing career began, Race. How did that all begin for you?
Started out with the go-kart from my grandpa and kind of moved up from that to quarter midgets at 5 years old. With my home track and quarter midgets being CQMA and Lansing, and then to a 600cc mini sprint last year on dirt, and now this year's street stock on asphalt.
Okay, so how much success out of the gate did you have when you started your racing career, the race?
Not very successful. It took me 2-3 years to start running up front, start actually making moves.
Okay, so was the trend when you get ready to climb in the race car for the first time, were you a little bit nervous to get behind the wheel for the first time?
Nervous, you didn't know what to do, you didn't know what your role was. You were just kind of thrown to a pack of wolves and you were told to figure it out.
Okay. So race, okay, you started out in blue rookie, probably with quarter midgets, right?
Red rookie.
Red rookie, okay, red rookie. And then you went into blue rookie. And then how long before you started getting, winning races in quarter midgets? Were you in blue rookie at that time or were you in juniors?
Probably about blue rookie to junior Honda was about the
Okay.
time. And junior animals when it started kicking off with championships and that kind of stuff.
Okay. So how many race victories did you end up with in quarter midgets race?
Me and my family believe about 100 on average.
Wow, that's pretty huge. That is really huge, a race. So race, now you said you're running asphalt stock cars, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how was it to transition from quarter midgets over into asphalt stock cars? Is there a little bit different learning curve with that?
There's a pretty big different learning curve because you gotta learn a completely different car, and then you gotta learn how big that car actually is, and then the power that comes down coming out of the corner and going into a corner.
Wow, that's pretty huge, to learn, from that. So have you had a lot of success in pavement stock cars or?
We did actually really well for our first year. Didn't get into any wrecks, and we finished 5th in the point standings.
Very cool, very cool. So race, so now, okay, let's talk about your racing career a bit further. Where do you see yourself in 5 years with your racing career?
5 years, probably template late models or super lates.
Okay, template late models or super late. So what is a template late model or super late?
A super late model is more of an outlaw late model. And then a template late model, you've got your template body, and then you've got all these more rules than outlaw late models do.
Are you having problems with your Wi-Fi, race?
I might be. Can you hear me?
Race, are you still there? I can hear you, but you were kind of lagging out. Okay, what's your 5-year plan now? Let's go back to that.
Okay. So probably in 5 years, be about template late models or outlaw late models.
Okay. So template late models, outlaw late models. Okay. So now race, you said we were talking about, what it is to race a template late model and stuff like that. So what is it like to race a template late model? Go back to that because you cut out there for a minute.
My bad. It's a lot different because now you're gonna, from the street stock or your lower classes, then you're gonna have to run on bump stops, and you're gonna have to learn a whole lot more about how to drive your car, all that.
Okay. So about your racing career a little bit further, you were talking about your super late model. So where do you see yourself in 10 years race?
10 years, probably ARCA or towards the top of the class in super late front in Winchester, those kind of places.
Okay. Alrighty. So race, who works on your race car?
Me, my dad, and my grandpa. And then I've had a whole lot of help by Buddy Head and Jerry Ballard this past season.
Okay. So race, who is your racing hero? Who is that one person you look up to in racing?
Probably my grandpa. He ran super mods and sprint cars.
Okay, alrighty. So race, uh, so race, is the communication between you and your team, is that pretty good? Do you have pretty good communication with you and your crew?
We have, I would say, really good communication because we're constantly together. We know each other. We know how we're going to respond to certain situations, and we can kind of figure out how we're going to respond.
Okay, okay. So race, when it comes to the racetrack and you're getting ready to go on the racetrack, what's the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
Before going out or going out?
Well, when you're out on the racetrack, what's the worst thing that you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
Probably catching fire last year in the 600 mini sprint.
Oh, did you end up getting hurt at all, or?
No, I was able, it was an alcohol fire and it caught the air breather on fire, so I was
Oh,
able to see it and got out in time.
okay. So race, what do you have in your race car to help protect you from getting hurt?
I have fireproof underwear, which is almost like long johns, and then I've got a 2-layer fire suit, got my fireproof gloves, got a head sock, fireproof socks and shoes, and then my helmet.
Okay. Do you wear like a Hans device too, or?
Yes, I do. I forgot about that one.
Oh, okay, not a problem. So race, do you have a racing nickname at the racetrack?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Okay, so race, when you're at the racetrack and after you've been at the racetrack for a little while, who are some of your racing friends at the racetrack?
I've got a lot. I've gathered up a lot over the years with quarter midgets. Just about everyone I raced with in quarter midgets kind of helped me out. We all hung out then. This past year, probably in street stocks and then the mini sprints, Buddy Head, Jerry Ballard, Jacob Lonsberry, and Gavin McGuffey.
Okay, very cool. So Jacob, I'm sorry, race. Um, what do you okay? Do you have anything out there you want to say to the kids to help get them in a race car?
Focus on your school, focus on all that. Don't get wrapped up in this other stuff. And just be the best person you can be. Go out there, have fun. Don't take it serious every time you're out.
Okay, so race. Um, what grade are you in now for school?
I'm in 8th grade.
Eighth grade. Okay, is your teachers pretty understanding with your racing schedule?
Yeah, they really are. They're
Okay,
understanding. They tend to cheer me on a whole lot, and they kind of are like, "Hey, race, how'd you race and go this weekend?" That kind of stuff. They're really
okay. What is your hometown race?
Hastings, Michigan.
Hastings, Michigan. Okay. So race. What do you like to eat at the racetrack?
Springport's got really good chicken tenders.
Okay. And praise race. Um, do you have like superstitions, things that you won't do on race day?
No, not really. I don't. I tend to stay away from that.
Okay. Alrighty. So race, who do you have for sponsors on your race car?
Sponsors: I have RB Excavating in Hastings, Michigan, Honeydew Construction in Hastings, Michigan, and then Mitch Toll and Painting.
Are you still looking for sponsors for your racing team, race?
Yes, I am.
Okay, if there's anybody out here going to be watching this racing show with me and Race Bible, and you want to help him out, reach out to Race and his family because Race would appreciate the sponsorship on his race car as he gets further into his racing career. So Race, what do you like to do when you're not racing?
Really just spend time on the simulator, get to learn different driving styles, see which one's the fastest, and then work on schoolwork and hang out with my family.
So when on the simulator, do you race like iRacing on the simulator, or are you
iRacing.
iRacing? Okay. Or do you belong to like any iRacing leagues?
No, I don't do that because I don't really play it every day, and so
Okay.
it's when I've got time, I just go out there and do a couple races.
Okay. So Race, thank you again for being on a racing show with me tonight. Talking to us about your racing career. Um, can you teach me a little something about your race car that you drive? Because I don't know a lot about the stock cars that you race.
Street stocks are based off of a 98 to 99 Monte Carlo, I believe.
Okay.
And there's different tracks that make you run different parts on your car. Really, Springport, you have to run a fabricated door that has to have at least one bend in it, and then you can only run a 6-inch spoiler.
Okay. Do you help work on your race car race?
Yeah, I kind
Okay.
of bug my dad every day to work on it.
Okay. So what size tires are you running on your race car?
We run 8-inch tires on ours.
Okay, 8-inch tires. Are you running like Hoosiers or American Racers, or what do you guys race? What tires?
Springport, we run 800s for Hoosier.
Okay. Alrighty. Do you have to come in for like pit stops in like a regular stock car race, or how does that work?
No, we tend to, you got your 8-lap heat race, and then you're only 25 laps in the feature. So it's just
Okay.
main flag.
Okay. So race, thank you very much again for being on my racing show with me tonight. At the end of your racing season, can I have you back on here again?
Yeah, you can have me back anytime. This was
Okay,
awesome.
I will call you and thank you in person in just a little bit, Race. Thank you very much for being on the racing show with me tonight. I'll let you step out, Race. And before I let you go, what is your race car number, Race?
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay, what's the story behind your number 8?
I don't know my grandpa's story, but I got it off of my grandpa. I've always kind of wanted to be like him.
Okay. Like I said, thank you again, Race, for being on the racing show with me tonight. I will call you in a little bit to thank you in person and get you rescheduled for another show coming up. I'm at the end of your racing season, but I'll let you step out, Race, and I'm going to go ahead and give some racing news out, and then I will call you in just a little bit.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Not a problem. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some racing news I'd like to share with you. First off, my thoughts and prayers go out to the family of John West Townley, the NASCAR driver. John West Townley, he was tragically taken from this world this last weekend in a really bad situation. So my thoughts and prayers are with John West Townley and his family. Also, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, Bubba Wallace won his first NASCAR race yesterday at Talladega. So congratulations to Bubba Wallace. And then also, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Dolan Murray for picking up the junior IMCA national championship. So congratulations to Dolan Murray. Congratulations to Matt Loft for winning the IMCA Sport Mod National Championship. Congratulations to Matt Loft. And then, ladies and gentlemen, also, let's talk a little bit of other racing stuff going on. I'll tell you what, they've got this big race that's coming up. It's called Super Dirt Week out in New York. So out in the New York and upper states out there for East Coast created sportsmen and the great big sportsman cars out there, the big block guys. Good luck to all them guys this week out there. Good luck to Derek McGrew Jr. and Andrew Smith and all them guys out there for Super Dirt Week. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, good. Also, I'd like to give a little racing news for you there too. Lane Christensen signed a deal to drive INX Bandolier Series for next year. So good luck to Lane. And then also Seth Christensen signed a deal to drive for Kurt Britt and his truck. His truck's coming up for next year. So good luck to both of them boys there. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification buttons on my YouTube channel. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you later. Have a good night on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube.